This is Stacker Reviews, and today we bring another episode of Stackers. What we have today is Volkswagen Alltrack 2015 with a 1.8 liter turbocharged engine. The engine is mated to a 6-speed automatic dual clutch transmission system, producing a power of around 132 kilowatts. So that's enough to move this car from 0 to 100 in around 9 seconds. The good thing with Alltrack, it's got a very refined body design and also a bit of a raised ground clearance and for motion all-wheel drive that comes as standard. The good thing with the Alltrack, this is a car that you can maneuver through on and off-road. You can access both on and off-road without any challenges. That's because of the raised ground clearance and also the 4Motion all-wheel drive that comes as standard in this car. This car gives you a fuel economy of around 15 kilometers per liter, which is very economical considering the size of the car. So we are going to look at the side profile, the interior profile, and also the security features that we have with the Golff Alltrack version 2015 so that you can see what you have here. So when you're looking for a car that can help in terms of your business purposes and also a family car, Alltrack comes in hand. If you look at, if you compare the profile of this car with the normal Golf, this one is a bit raised up. So that means you are not going to have any problem in terms of accessing bad roads and such kind of stuff. And when it comes to the comfort of this car, we are going to check all that so that you can see what we have with the Alltrack 2015. This particular model comes at a price tag of around 2 million, and you can get it from Kai and Karo along bypass road just off Kiambu Road. Let's look at what we have with the Alltrack 2015. At the front, you can see we have the chrome design, not very huge, but at least you can see it. And also we have the Alltrack engraving at the bumper with the silver lining. You know, all that combination gives this car that upmarket look that you're looking for, at least in a sporty ride. Down there, of course, we have also another chrome design with the silver trims there, which is pretty decent. The good thing with this car, it's got a towing capacity of 1500. But if you take the 2-liter version, it gives you a towing capacity of around 2,000 to 2,400. So depends. We have the headlight washers and also the bi-xenon headlights. On the side, of course, we have the size 17 alloy wheels, which are pretty decent, and also the black plastic cladding, which is also extended on the side of the car, giving it the very hard molding on the arc, giving it that capability of accessing the off-road without any challenges. On the side, of course, you can see the Alltrack, which is also with silver lining. Side mirror with the turn signal indicators, pretty decent. Look at the design of the side mirror. On the side, of course, we have the black plastic cladding all through the car, and you can see it, which also gives this car some very cool finishing there. And also you can see, look at the ground clearance. This is 175 millimeters, bit raised compared to the normal VW. So that's one of the features that you find in this car, making it to be able to access the off-roading capabilities beside the 4Motion all-wheel drive. On the top, of course, we have the aluminum roof rails, which is pretty decent, as you can see. Coming at the back, we have the horizontal taillights, pretty decent. This is a TSI version Golf Alltrack, and you can see that. With this car, we have the double exhausts, giving it that sporty design also at the back. Comparing this car with the normal TSI, of course, this one has got a good ground clearance compared to the TSI, and also this one has got the 4Motion. So this one has got very good off-roading capabilities, and also a bit of practicality when we're looking at the boot, as we are going to see. So having looked at what you have on the normal exterior, let's look at what you have at the boot. Of course, to access it, you just push the logo, just pull it, you push it inside, and the boot opens. Now this is what you have with the VW Alltrack 2015. Look at the material quality that has been used in terms of finishing up the boot. It's all up market. This boot capacity is 605 liters. The good thing with this one, it gives you a boot capacity that very big. Even if you compare this one with Mazda 6.5, Mazda 6.5 give you a boot capacity of around 405. And when it's extended, that means when the seats are leaned forward, it gives you around a boot capacity of around 1520. With the VW Alltrack, this one gives you a boot capacity of 605, and when the seats are folded, you get a 1620 liter boot capacity. Now let's look at it. It's got a stack design. That means you can pull this space and you have this storage here. You can store your items, some of your items there. Also at the top, pulling this section, also under the boot, we have the space for your spare wheel, which is pretty decent. That this one does not come with the spare wheel, but at least you have the space for storing your spare wheel in case you are going long distances or you are going to locations where you are not very comfortable. Okay, it's always advisable to travel with the spare wheel so that you cover the unforeseen circumstances. So in this boot space, of course, we can lean the seats. We have the electronic we can, and also they have 60-40 foldable options. You can just pull this one and the seat folds just like that. Pull this. Now when the seats are down, look at all that space. The seats lie flat. This is 1620 boot capacity. That means if you are traveling, you can carry almost all your luggage in this car. This is a wagon, bigger than a wagon, of course, and also giving you that capability for carrying your family. So when you look at this car, the only catchy thing, the only thing that drives most people to buy this car is the boot capacity and also the off-roading capabilities. The race ground profile, the Formotion all-wheel drive, all that makes clients to go for this car compared to the normal VW without such kind of capabilities. Now, having looked at what we have in terms of the storage, we can look at what we have in the interior. Let's look at the door panel. So on the door panel, of course, we have this plastic design with Alcantara finishing, giving it some also upmarket look. We have the door panel storage and also the window adjustments here. They're electronic. We have the side mirror adjustments here, which is just standard. On the door panel, of course, also we have the Alltrack engraving on the door panel. Looking at these seats are very huge and also they hold you tight when you're traveling. They are all Alcantara with some suede on the side. Also the Alcantara bolsters on the side also holds you very tight when you're traveling. That means you can travel very perfectly in this car without long distances, without having any challenges. Also, we have the Alltrack engraving on the backrest, which is also super nice. The seats are manual, because these are the seat adjustments. You can adjust them using this kind of buttons. This is all plastic. The good thing with this car, if you compare it with the normal Golf, this is a bit raised up, so you feel a bit raised up. Of course, this is an SUV, but now It's a mini SUV. Compared to the normal Golf you feel a bit down. So getting into this car and getting out, you feel more comfortable. You don't have to really strain so much when you're accessing the interior. Now, on the dash, we have the light controls here and also the ventilation system. Look at the finishing, the aluminum trims and the plastic, giving it some very nice appearance. Though if you compare in terms of what we have in the interior and what we have at the exterior, the exterior looks a bit, beautiful, and it's got very beautiful look. But when it comes to the interior is a bit conventional. But now let's just look at it. The steering is very stable. We have all sorts of buttons there to help you in terms of controlling the car. We have the paddle shifters, of course, for more aggressive driving. Down here, of course, we have a bit of storage. You can store a few items there when you're traveling. At the top, the dashboard, this is all plastic. This is all soft plastic, but now the way it's been designed is a bit cool. It's cool. This car has got a top speed of around 210 kilometers per hour. It's covered in soft leather, and it's very soft, and you enjoy when you are driving it. So at the top of the center console, of course, we have this media screen, which is a bit small compared to what we have in the rivals. This is a 6.5 media screen, but let's start it so that we see what we have. You can see the VW. So these are just the volume controls on both sides, and also you can make selection of your channel. These are this car has got USB option for connection with your phone, and also the Bluetooth option. If you look at the latest version, the 2017 version and above, they have the Apple CarPlay and Android technology. That means you can have the Apple connectivity and the Android technology, but this version does not have that kind of technology. We have the satellite navigation, and also we have the satellite navigation for this one. Of course, you can check your tours and all that. You can satellite navigation, the route options, such kind of stuff. You just input your coordinates and it takes you where you're going. You have the radio, the voice, such kind of stuff that you find in a normal car. This car, we have the dual climate controls, you can see, and also the front seats are heated. The back seats are not heated, but for the front seat, for both the driver and the passenger, we have the heated options. This car also, we have different driving modes, as you can see. So if you click the modes, we have the normal, sport, economy mode, individual, and also the off-road capability. That means if you're going off-road, you just select the off-road so that it can adjust the suspensions automatically to eco mode, of course, for you to to have a better fuel economy. Of course, you go for the eco mode. We have the traction control there, and also you can see the way the gear stick has been designed, combination of leather and some aluminum there. You have the electronic parking. You can put it in auto, whereby after you just put the gear stick in parking, the electronic parking mode is going to detect automatically. Also, here we have the power output, because you can charge your phones while you're traveling, and also the cigarette lighter, and this is the ashtray. If you are a smoker, you want to smoke, this is an ashtray. We have the two cup holders here, because you can carry your bottles there very cool. And also we have a bit of storage here, and also you can see the USB port there for the connectivity between your phone and the car. And also just look at that waterfall design, giving it the premium upmarket look that you need in a sporty ride. So these are an armrest, which is also Alcantara, with Alcantara upholstery, but also pull it, we have such that cubby hole whereby you can store maybe a few items there when you are traveling. Not very big, small, but at least it performs the function. It's got very great security features, like we have the knee airbag, the front airbag, side curtain airbags. We have we call them seatbelt pretensioners, such kind of stuff, and also the Isofix at the back. It has the load limiters for the front and the back seats, and also it has seatbelt reminders for the front seats. So when you are looking at the security, this car has got standard security features that can help you in terms of your security moving from point A to point B. Another thing is got the traction control that also comes as standard here. So when you look at the security, you are secure in this car. On the passenger side, look at, this is the glove box, which is pretty decent. You can carry most of your luggage, and also all the seats are manual, they are not electronic, and also the Alcantara design on the seats, and also the side bolsters gives you, they hold you tight when you are traveling, so that you have to be comfortable. We have the adjustable headrest in all the seats. Now, having looked at what you have at the front, I think we look at the passenger space. Alltrack is the most comfortable VW in the range compared to the Golf R. The Golf R not more so comfortable compared to the Alltrack. So you can see we have enough leg room there, and also the headroom, which can accommodate both long and short passengers comfortably without any problem. You can see the seats are manual, so you have to keep on pushing and pulling, so that you can adjust the seat positions to your comfort. On the door panel, of course, we have the door panel storage, which is pretty decent. So having looked at what we have on the passenger side, I think let's look at what we have at the back. So coming at the back, you can see even getting inside the car is very easy compared to the normal Golf. This is a bit raised up, giving it that kind of competitive advantage. On the door panel, of course, we have the door panel storage and the speaker system there. But look at even the space below the seats at the front. Your foot fits very comfortably. You can see the leg room. You have all that space to play around with. This is all comfort, and also the headroom is enough to accommodate all the passengers. That's because of the raised roof line. So it's got a bit of raised roof line to give you that extra head space there. This is a 5-passenger car, so 5 passengers can easily fit here. So the good thing is it can carry the 5-passenger, and also you have a very big luggage capacity at the back, and also super at the center. Yeah, it's all comfortable, a bit squeezed at the back. Yeah, but all in all, the space that we have at the back here is just enough. So the space at the back here is very accommodative for both the tall and the short passenger. The good thing here, of course, we have the climate controls for the back passengers. As you can see, these are very manual here, so it's 2015 car. At the center, of course, we have this section whereby If you don't have a third passenger, you have your cup holders there, all plastic. No, it doesn't have any specific design to give it that upmarket look that we are expecting from, you know, the interior outlook of this car. This is all plastic. Most of the material here is all plastic in the interior. So it also works as an armrest. Let's pull it. But also the good thing is, we're pulling it down, we have that boot space. See, you can easily access the boot. You can easily access your items once you pull this down. You know, if you have your items while you're traveling and you want to access them from the boot, you have all that space that you can, you know, you can easily access the boot. So looking at the VW from the interior, there's not so much that we have in the interior, but the passenger space in terms of the headroom and legroom is very accommodative for both the tall and the short passengers. And the finishing in terms of the Alcantara design, giving it a very upmarket look in the interior. But if you look at the ventilation system, the plastic design and all that, and also the screen there is a bit off for me. The screen is 6.5 inches. That's a bit small. I think they need to give me a bigger screen there so that at least when the satellite navigation is on, I can, you know, I have that 3D display there. You know, I can have some good look. But when you look at the security feature, the traction control, the stability control inside there, the seatbelt pretensioners, the Isofix, such kind of stuff, they are all standard. The good thing with this car is the only very good thing that I love with this car is the storage capacity. That's the boot capacity, and the boot capacity, and also the 4-motion all-wheel drive. That means I can access I can have the off-roading capabilities in a VW. Compared to the normal VW, they don't have that kind of capabilities. The ground clearance in this car, very nice. And also look at the design, it's very solid, and also the claddings on the side gives it that, you know, the hard claddings on the side give it that capability of accessing the off-road without any problem. So having looked at the interior and the exterior, I think let's look at what we have below the hood. The car comes at a price tag of 2 million. So looking at what we have at the below the hood, this is a 1.8 liter turbocharged four-cylinder engine. It is mated to a 6-speed automatic clutch transmission system, giving you a power of 132 kilowatts, which is very sufficient. This car gives a fuel economy of around 14 to 15 kilometers per liter. The fuel economy also mostly depends on the driver. You find that someone may take it at 12 kilometers per liter, someone will take it to 14 kilometers per liter, someone also 9 kilometers per liter. But the standard fuel economy for this car is 6.4 liter per 100 kilometers, which is around 14 kilometers per liter. So when you look at the fuel economy of this car, it is very economical, and also the power that you get from this car is very nice. So having looked at what we have with the Alltrack compared to the normal VW, the Alltrack carries the day. It carries the day because of at least the race profile, 175 millimeters, and also the 4-motion all-wheel drive. That means you can access both on and off-road. It's got very great off-roading capabilities. One thing that now this car becomes so much competitive in the market is because the storage space. 605 liters of storage space can very bigger than the storage that we have even in a Mazda CX-5, which gives you around 405 liters of storage space. But when the seats, of course, are folded, they lean forward, 60-40 foldable options. When they leaned flat, you get a storage capacity of around 16-20 liters. That means you can carry almost everything when you're going for a picnic, going for a vacation, and such kind of stuff. The Mazda CX-5, when folded, you get around 15, 50 liters of storage capacity. So the exterior styling of this car is very great. The power, cool, and also the great security features that you get in this car. You can try it out, you can buy it so that you can see. Just look at how it stands out, and also, all that thing. So it comes at a price tag of 2 million. You can get it from Kai and Cairo. From Kai and Cairo, they are located along Bypass Road, just off Kiambu Road. Nice, so that you can get the VW Alltrack 2015 4Motion all-wheel drive. You can try it out so that you see what they are. So you can like our review, share, subscribe, tell us what you want us to review next. Also comment about our reviews. Until we meet next time, thank you guys.